What's your "this person has no idea how the real world works" moment? Story 1. Guy sold his Rent-A-Center TV and couldn't understand why they threatened to charge him for theft. Story 2. Someone I know bought a house and expected Wi-Fi to be included with the house. Edit. It was a house, not apartment including these kind of facilities. Also, she meant not only Wi-Fi signal, but also the internet service. Story 3. First day at college, girl next to me raising her hand and waiting for the RA to call on her, asked, "What time will the cleaning services be cleaning our rooms?" Man, did she make me feel better. I was poor and got a scholarship. I was so stressed I'd do something stupid first, but she totally jumped on that fire for me. Story 4. A friend of mine saw a guy getting arrested in college. Kid was struggling and cussing out the cops like crazy. "Do you know who my father is?" A cop humored him and asked. "He owns the #1 used car dealership in upstate New York." We were in Massachusetts. They were unimpressed by his legacy and took him in. Edit. I do not know any used car dealerships in upstate New York, and this was 1995. Story 5. Met a guy at uni who thought Chinese people would be unaffected by the rise of superbugs because they were too smart to fall victim to it. Both a pharmacy student and a Chinese person could not convince him otherwise. Story 6. My cousin and I were talking one day, and I mentioned that I had a horrible sense of direction, where my brother could be dropped off in a cornfield and find his way home. She replied that it was easy to find your direction. Just remember, never eat shredded wheat. And you'll always know where north is. I laughed and said that was for remembering the directions in order, not for finding which way was which. We argued for 20 minutes till I told her to show me how it works. She stands up, pointed forward, and says, "Never eat shredded wheat," and points to the direction she was facing when she stood up. That's north. So I told her to face me and then find north. Well, she does it again. "Never eat shredded wheat," and points to me and says, "That's north." So ask her if north just changed. She says no, but north was that way a minute ago. She looks confused and says, "Why didn't that work?" I told her it was because she was an idiot. Story 7. Air Force. 18-year-old arrives at his first duty station. He has contacted nobody. Nobody knows he's arriving today. He has figured out by stopping at different offices and asking where our warehouse is, and enters the office to meet his supervision, flanked by his girlfriend and his mother. Later on, it is discovered that he's fudged his numbers on all of his previous fitness tests to that point, which is why he could barely do 25 push-ups and couldn't run to save his life. Even later on becomes hysterical, sobbing, panicking, begging, and pleading when told he will be deployed to Afghanistan, like everyone else in the squadron had been doing for years. This was 2012. We were logistics. We literally loaded airplanes all day. Story 8. Went to a metal music festival with a friend and camped there. We had just woken up and she pulls out her hair straightener and asks where the outlets were. When I told her that there were no outlets on the camping grounds, she looked at me in horror and said, "So I won't be able to straighten my hair for 3 days?" Story 9. My uncle raises 2 kids in Hong Kong by forbidding them from watching any TV, take public transportation, or being out by themselves at any time. They spend their days at an English-only international school, then come home after school and read English books. One day we had a family gathering, very rare because apparently Chinese food is not good for them. And I realized that these kids are raised in Hong Kong, but they speak no Chinese. They don't know how to use public transportation. They have no friends. They are uninformed about what's happening in the world outside of their school and their home. They are just really uncomfortable around people in general. They turn 18 this year. These 2 kids have no idea how the outside world is like. Edit. I should clarify, every person involved in this story is native Hong Kong Chinese. Story 10. Had a woman call into work, banking, and ask for her mortgage payoff. It was like $40,000-ish. She said there was no way that was right because her payment book only had about 3 more coupons in it, and she thought it was done when the coupons were. She couldn't comprehend that she had a 30-year mortgage and that she didn't get a coupon book for all 30 years. She only got 3 years at a time, and because she had an adjustable rate. I had to call backups to explain to her that she still owed 27 more years. Edit to add, location, rural PA. Probably a tiny home that needs work. 40K is possible in this area still. Coupon books tell you when your payment is due and what amount, if you don't bank online or don't want to mail a payment in. Amish and old folks still don't use internet here as a norm. Story 11. Got into a fender bender in high school. I was driving a car that cost me $300, had been sitting on concrete blocks at a cousin's, patched it, and bought wheels. And I was absolutely devastated. The kid who hit me wasn't freaking out at all and kept saying his dad would get him another one. Why was I so worried about an old car? Once the dad got there, it turned out this is the third car his kid had wrecked for that school year. Story 12. My brother wanted to be a game designer. I asked how that was going and what he had been doing. Mom had gone to Walmart to pick up some art supplies so he could get designing. He did not really know what coding was in terms of game design and did not know graphic design. He thought he could simply just draw up some swords and guns and shields and someone would pay him to do this for a living, with zero experience. He's almost 30. Story 13. My sister-in-law got in an argument with her brother/my husband and me, stopped speaking to us, blocked us on Facebook, and then threatened to sue us for visitation rights to our 6-month-old. Story 14. I'm attending grad school in Barcelona, and there are these 2 Colombian girls in my class who I'm pretty sure have never had to work for anything in their life. We just had our first final the other day, and while the test was hard, I thought it was pretty straightforward. It was an essay-type question, and you needed to draw on things we discussed in class to answer each question. A few minutes into the exam, one of the girls raised her hand and says she doesn't know what to do. Fair enough. The professor tells her to use the class theories to answer the question asked. She then said that she doesn't know how to relate any class theories to the question. I was literally sitting there, having already answered one question, having used 4 to 5 different class topics to answer it. I couldn't understand why she was having such a hard time. The other Colombian girl then says, "Can you just write on the board which theories you want us to use to answer?" She basically asked the professor of a grad school class to answer a question for her. The professor then goes a bit too far, in my opinion, and gives her a few clues. 20 minutes later, she raises her hand and once again asks, "Can you read what I wrote and tell me if I'm right, or should I do it again?" Story 15. I told my friend that I was saving up to get my bathroom remodeled, and she said to me, "What, still? It's been 2 months." "Yes, dear, but I have to pay my bills, mortgage, travel, food, whatever else I may need." She lives at home with her parents still and doesn't have to pay any bills or rent to stay there. She's in for a shock when she moves out. Story 16. Former barista here. A customer came through a drive-thru one afternoon ordering a custom drink that cost about $5. While on the phone, he dug up change out of the corners of his van and handed me what amounted to less than $3. I continued to look at him with my hand extended, half full of dirty coins, when he just shrugged and said, "That's all I got." I repeated the total and said he hadn't given me enough. "Can you just spot me with your tips?" Excuse me? First, no, that's literally my grocery money. And second, our company had a strict policy against doing just that. But I simply apologized and said no, I couldn't do that. He blew up at me, saying I wasn't being very neighborly. I again apologized and explained how I relied on my tip money to, eat. Instead, he screamed at me again, "You suck. You really suck," before driving away. Side note, it was a small town and most people there don't know how the real world works.